I am so sorry to have to make this video, but I've just been thumbing through, I've just been reading this book, the Ikabog by J.K. Rowling. I know it was illustrated by people, ordinary people, children who were taking part in a competition, and that is laudable and interesting. Doesn't make for the best illustrations, but it must be great fun to see your own illustration in print, and that is wonderful. As for the text itself, it's second rate, and that's why I'm sorry I'm making this video. And, well, what do I have to say? J.K. Rowling is a very ambitious author, or she's a very ambitious person. And she's had some success with the Harry Potter novels and with the cinema spin-offs. You know, she's invented a brand. And the Magical Creatures, the first of those three films that we've had so far, was excellent, actually much more watchable than many of the Harry Potter films. The further two sequels were rather dull. And this, I'm afraid, is dull as ditch water. And it makes me think, what is she trying to do? And I suddenly realise she is trying to invent her own world in much the same way as JRR Tolkien invented his own world. But here's the difference. JRR Tolkien invented his own world for himself. He didn't market it. He printed the two books, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and that was it. It was up to his estate to print all the other books which are now going to form the backbone of the television series which is on its way. And fascinating and interesting it is, because it's a very thorough and dynamic world. J.K. Rowling's world is something which she has marketed from the beginning. This is a financial bid. This is about money. This is not about imagination. And I'm afraid it comes out in every page. It's limp, derivative, and ultimately it is a page turner, but it's a sort of page turner that you're never going to go back on. It's the sort of thing where you turn the page and think, never again. Why did I waste my time? I would rather read the original. I would rather read Hans Christian Andersen or the collections of the Brothers Grimm. I would rather read Briggs. I would rather read Roald Dahl, because she's flitting from one thing to another. She doesn't really know what she's doing, and she's not in control of it. And I'm so sorry, because there is the makings of something good here. Now, I'm sure if this were filmed, or if a television series of this were produced, it would effectively be edited and rethought and probably would be very, very good. But in its present form, I don't think it's worth the cover price. There we are.